All right, friends. Hello, Coach Mike here. I appreciate you for watching. So listen, let me dig into this subject, the subject of worry. Now remember this, you'll hear me say this a couple of times, worry, right? Worry is interest paid forward on something that usually never happens. That's worry, interest paid forward on something that will probably never happen. Let me read to you a study. It says here, okay, so you got people that do these research projects, right, on worry. They're trying to help folks. They're trying to help you, right? That's if you want help. All right. So in a study, they discovered 85% of what subjects actually worried about, people worried about, never happened. 85%, right, of what people worried over never happened. The 15% that did happen, 79% of the individuals, the subjects as they call it here, discovered that they could either handle the difficulty better than expected, or they appreciated the situation, right, that caused worry because they learned from it. They discovered, oh, now I get it. So if that hadn't happened, then this wouldn't have happened for me to arrive at this point, right? So they discover it's actually great that that happened, whatever it was, the worry situation. They realized it was a benefit that it happened. So you don't want to worry, because this all means, as written here, 97% of what you worry over is not much more than a fearful mind that's punishing you with exaggerations and misperceptions. It's you doing yourself in, is what you're doing, because you don't have like a healthier way of explaining to you the situation. Sometimes you just don't know enough about what's going to happen. So your brain tries to protect itself, right? By creating, it's thinking it's prepping you for what's to come. So what you do is you worry over it. You start worrying. It'll create like the worst case scenario. So you can kind of plan ahead, but your planning leads to worry, because without knowing what to do, like how can you plan? How can you plan when you don't even know what's going to happen in the first place? So your brain creates this worry situation. You wouldn't worry if you knew what to do, how to handle it. Okay, for instance, we had the IRS come after us one time with a national research project, is what it was, right? Not an audit. An audit would have been a piece of cake. Audit would have been, woo, we got it made. We have an audit. Most people panic over an audit. No, this was different. George Bush, Junior George Bush, he was trying to prepare for the war. So he was doing like these national research projects. It's like an audit on steroids, if you will. And they came after us. And they said, from your tax year 94 or whatever, we want to see everything. Normally when they do an audit, they ask for specific items, right, from a certain tax year. From that tax year, they wanted to see everything. They said line by line. And I was like terrified, because, I didn't have a lot of money in savings at that point. And I was like, man, I'm making up all these figures they're going to be asking for. And I'm like, man. And the woman came to us. She actually came to our home. We had to meet with her 3 times. And my wonderful tax person, Jaime Jerujim from Hollywood Income Tax Service, we've been using for like 27 years now, right? He actually came to 2 of the meetings right there with us. We'll never forget him for that. That's why I recommend all my clients to him. He's great, right? And I'm spending time and I'm agonizing and worrying and over it and I'm upset. And she was evil. She was an evil woman from the IRS. Came to our home, our first home. It was much smaller. She insulted our home, right? Just the stuff she was saying. I don't even want to get into it. So very wicked human being, right? The evil stuff she said. And as it turned out, they actually ended up owing us money. They actually ended up owing us like $250. She was trying to get like 5,000 out of us, right? But in the final analysis, she actually ended up owing us $250, which we would have had to hire an attorney, a different tax attorney to file to get the money. We would have actually been out $50. So we just said, squash it. It's fine. We had to sign these documents. You know, it's over, it's done. So as it turned out, just like my little research says here, right? What I worried about never even happened. It just didn't happen. So I learned that in my travels, right? I mean, I'm a man of faith, I'm a Christian man, and I just know God will work it out anyway. The Lord will work it out anyway. Your nervous system, when the situation comes upon you, your nervous system says, oh gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm just going to die. That's what your nervous system says. No, you're not going to die. You're going to be just fine, right? And I guess if you were going to die, then everything will be over anyway, right? You'd stop worrying because it's like, now I know the finality of it all. I know how my life's going to end, right? But you're not going to die. You're going to be just fine, huh? But our brain will get busy and making up stuff. Again, it's interest paid forward. We'll just create the story. We prepared a worst case scenario so we can try to figure out how to deal with it. But if it's something that's never happened to you before, then you really don't know how to deal with it because you don't know what's going to happen along the way and then the outcome. So your brain starts going to work and creating all this confusion, and we rest on worry. Now, what's really sad is the people that go to worry as a place of comfort. Oh, this is sad. I'm not going to dig too much into this because I don't want to get the hate emails, right? Because some people would rather worry. It's their place of comfort. It's like, that's where I always go. I like worrying because that's my place of rest and comfort. Because if I don't have something to worry about, then it's like, then my concern is going to be things are going too well. So something has to go wrong. And I'm afraid of things going too well because something's got to go wrong. And I can't deal with the uncertainty of not knowing what's going to go wrong. So when something does happen that I can worry over, I'll just go there. That's my place of comfort. I don't want to dig into that too much because I got a whole lot to say about that. And I got to open my door for a free audit, right? But for those of you that don't go to that place, as a place of comfort, worry, you just want to disassociate yourself from it. Listen, don't even get it started. Because more than likely, all this stuff you make up in your head about it is not going to happen anyway. Just look back at your life. Here's how we know we're on the same page now, where you're getting it, right? Or you already got it. Guess what? Just look back at your life. Look at the things you've worried about in the past that didn't happen as to the way that you worried about it. Just think about it. Just kind of review. Some people say, don't look back, never look back. Only time you look back is when you strike a pose. I disagree with that. I think sometimes you need to review. When you ask your boss for a raise, they look back, don't they? Don't they review? Yeah, they review. When you go to the doctor, take your children to the doctor, or they look at your condition, it's getting better, it's getting worse. Don't they look back? Don't they review? Okay, right? So just look back at your life over the things you worried about in the past. And look at the outcome. I mean, you're still alive, right? Of course you are, because you couldn't look back. I bet everything turned out just fine, right? Because I want you to be able to sleep at night. Guess what worry does? Look, and then I'm done. Look at this. It says the stress hormones that worry dumps into your brain have been linked to shrinking brain mass, lowering your IQ, being prone to heart disease, cancer, and premature aging, predicting marital problems, family dysfunction, and clinical depression, making seniors even more likely to develop dementia and Alzheimer's, right? So that's what worrying does. So you don't have to worry. You're going to be just fine. Yeah, go to work and do the things necessary, right, to kind of insulate or pad that situation or create the best possible income. And for me, what I do, I'm not telling you what to do, but for me, what I do, I just take it to the Lord in prayer. That's all. Just take it to God, right? And then put it on him. Let him deal with it. He said he'd deal with it. Deal with it anyway. Always has. Right? And the rest, I just keep on moving. I'm not saying I got a ton of bills and I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just put them under my bed. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about being irresponsible. But we're doing everything we can, right, to be responsible and deal with that situation. And as long as you know, hey, I'm doing my best, then there's no need to worry. Serious. It's a very serious subject here, right? Worry and how people let it destroy their lives. And then they spread it. And then you go outside and you can't smile and you can't have energy. And, you know, you can't have a healthy disposition, which can bring opportunity into your world, especially if you're an actor and a performer. That's what you're looking for, opportunity. You live here in Hollywood, man. People are watching you, or anywhere in the TMZ zone, the 30-mile zone. You have your personality, your continence. It has an effect on the people around you. And so you don't want to be worrying about stuff, repelling opportunities away from you. All right? So remember, don't be a worrier, be a warrior. Yes. All right? Friends, thanks for watching. Follow me. I finally reached the 2,000 followers point. Now, you know the deal. I'm working on 3,000, trying to get there. I got to 2,000 pretty quick because I think for months and months, for a few years, I was stuck at 1,200. Now I got 2,000. I think I did that in 2 or 3 months. Yeah. So follow me. Just, follow me and like what I say, and I like them hearts and stuff y'all sending. That's good stuff. I appreciate you for watching. Friends, be encouraged. You have a wonderful life, a lot to be thankful for. Remember, having gratitude means you have a great attitude. People say, count your blessings. I can't count my blessings. Why? There's too many to count. I will run out of numbers. Way too many blessings to count. That's why I can't count them. I just say, thank you, Jesus, for all of it, right? Thank you for health and wellness and vitality and energy and being able to get out of the bed every day and being able to pursue my goals and my dream. I woke up in my right mind. I got my right mind. You see people here in LA walking down the street with no shoes on, no shirt. They'll walk right down the middle of the road. They're not in their right mind. Grab something out of the trash can, just start sipping on it, eating it. They're not in their right mind. But you are in your right mind. What would you dare want to worry about anything for ever again when you're blessed? You don't want to start losing stuff in your life just to look back and see how blessed you were. You wish you had been more thankful. All right. So start your days with gratitude, end with gratitude, wake up with it again. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Coach Mike Pointer. Have a God blessed and God kissed wonderful rest of your day. All right. Thanks for watching.